Stanislav, I'm on H-1B visa and I'm from India. What are the challenges may I face if I switch to non-immigrant or even immigrant visa? Guys, today I'm gonna cover this topic in detail, and also you will learn how to get a free evaluation of your case. Let's go! Hello, my dear friends. I'm Stanislav Shamayev, a licensed business immigration and corporate attorney in Miami, Florida. Today, I want to discuss the issue of changing the status for H-1B holders who are from India. And this video was kind of triggered by the recent changes in H-1B. And guys, we've been discussing with you this thing with H-1B reform, and instead of the auction reform that was supposed to happen in H-1B, that's what was discussed all these months before. Suddenly, one day, everything changed, and now there is a $100,000 reform for the new H-1B entrants, okay? So those changes yet do not apply to the past H-1B holders, but will apply for the new ones, effectively stopping this program from existence, okay? Because the whole thing was about to get cheap professional labor in the US to boost the economy. Now, the employers are not willing to pay $100K for the new holders because this doesn't make economic sense, all right? So it doesn't change your current H-1Bs yet, but we see the path that the current administration is taking, how aggressively they approach those issues. So you never know what's going to happen with H-1B. Maybe one day it's going to be canceled through Congress. Maybe one day a new reform will apply to the current H-1B holders. So you guys must know your options. What are the best things you may use instead of H-1B, and how can you switch to immigrant status? I know you guys Indians, you're very talented, very hardworking, and you do your research understanding your options. So many of you either intermediate or with advanced level of knowledge. But still, let me repeat even the simple things, even if you know them, stay tuned because I'm gonna give you still more value. Now, you guys kind of split in two big sections, okay? Two big groups, the ones who have H-1B visas. So group number one, you do have perm certification approval, okay, with a priority date. And it could be before February 2022, it could be after, but you have it. You guys know why this is important, right? Because for Indians, EB-1A priority date is February 2022, which has not moved for a while, but we're putting a lot of hopes of that starting moving this year because of the fiscal year and because the aggressive policy of USCIS and approving less EB-1A cases doesn't apply to us, okay? We're still pushing our agenda, getting those strong cases at the end of a 6-month run and getting them approved. By the way, just yesterday, we got approval for Rajesh. I'm not gonna mention the name, not gonna mention the last name. The first name is common for Indians. He's a cybersecurity analyst, okay? Got him approved without RFE, without noise, without anything, because we just improved his case so much that the immigration officer did not have a second option. So if you guys have the priority date and you H-1B holders, your only fear is H-1B is being canceled because your H-1B is going to be extended forever based on your I-140 approval, right? Those things that I'm going to discuss do not really apply to you except for one thing. The only way for you guys to get your green card is EB-1A. And one of you is going to say, what about EB-5, Stanislav? Yes, EB-5 too. But nobody has that $800,000. And even if you do, you're not going to spend it on EB-5, okay? And maybe one of you will, but there you go, okay? And then you have another option. But the only reasonable one is EB-1A, okay? The talent visa. And you are lucky enough if your priority date before February 2022, because once I get you approved for your EB-1A, and all of you will have EB-1A in this group, because you've been on H-1B forever, you work in good companies, you have good salaries, you assist other professionals, you can become a member of a professional associations. I will tell you which one that is. You also can get the press, you also can get the academic articles. I will tell you how, using our PR agencies. You guys all have strong cases. So you are the elite, okay? And I'm not saying the other part is not elite, but you've been in this game for a while, okay? That's why you get all this good stuff. You guys, with H-1B, with I-140, EB-2 or EB-3 approved, you are in great shape, but you should not wait because you see how crazy things are, okay? Things can change overnight. So what you gotta do, you will fill the free evaluation form below this video so I know you have that case, and you know that within 6 months working with my team, by my strategy, with our resources, will get you to that 90% chance of approval of hire. You do that free evaluation below this video, click on the link, fill out the questionnaire. Within 2 days, you will know what's going on with your case and what's the best way to proceed. I'm gonna tell you right now, that's EB-1A, okay? So you are on the bright side of this equation. Let's look on the dark side of this equation. And again, guys, it doesn't mean it's bad. I'm just, using just crazy words. So you are H-1B holder, but you do not have perm certification approved, which means that after 6 years of running on your H-1B, and of course, if you're leaving the country, they're gonna add, there's a formula, you guys know about this, but there's no automatic extensions. So what are your options? Again, to get the green card, there's only one option, EB-1A, and maybe half of you has that EB-5 option. We'll gladly help you find the best regional center, provide the proof of your funds, and guide you through this process. But again, it's like half of you maybe will participate in that. So EB-1A is still the only one, but now we have a problem of a gap between your H-1B expiration and your priority date for EB-1 category. Okay, so how are we gonna close that? O-1 visa. Okay. I know you guys, some of you think I'm crazy. I think I'm more wild than crazy, but yes, O-1 visa is the way to go, okay? And of course, if you have EB-1A, you definitely have O-1 because it's integral part of EB-1A, right? So the way I approach your cases, first, of course, you're gonna do the free evaluation. It does not change. Even if you're President Trump, you're gonna do the free evaluation, guys, okay? Because that's the mechanism that helps you and me understand that we're gonna have mutual love, okay? You're gonna love each other, like you guys love Ganesha and Ganesha loves you, okay? So that's the same between us. And that's the mechanism to understand if we can proceed to the complex immigration planning, where I will build the strategy for you. So now, once we get a strategy out and you start working on your case, yes, we're gonna file for O-1, and you guys cannot start later than about 8 months before your H-1B expiration. Okay, you gotta give yourself and us time to proceed with that. Okay, so the way we do this, we proceed basically with EB-1A case, but we ultimately file for O-1, and O-1 could be filed for your current employer, or we can create a company for you that will be eligible to become your employer or your agent, and then you will continue working in the US, okay? Once we get that O-1 approved, immediately we're gonna refile the case for EB-1A and get you that priority date settled in stone. Because ultimately, that's the end goal for us, get that thing going. The priority date that will solidify and will not move, and that will be your landmark to look at for the few years ahead, okay? Right now, it's at 3.5 years of wait, and yes, it didn't move for a while, but again, trust me guys, it's gonna get moving because I see what's happening. I see how other attorneys crying about not getting approvals for EB-1As while we still get them. Why we get them? Because we're the best. And it's not me saying that, that's our clients, okay? So guys, step number 1, understand if you have the priority date. Or remember, and that's the easy one, right? You either have it or you don't. Step number 2, if you have it, proceed with the free evaluation to boost, to expedite your green card approval and your green card getting as a card, okay? If you do not have that priority date, start with a free evaluation to understand how you can boost your case for EB-1A, but planning to file for O-1 first, okay? So free evaluation, wait for 2 days, give me all those details about your priority dates, how long you're on H-1B, and I will give you the preliminary analysis, look for the word potential. Once you see the word potential, come for the complex immigration planning, where in 2 phases, I will develop a winning strategy for your case, which at step 3, when you hire my corporation to lead your case, will be a landmark with your team to work for the next 6 months. Smash that like button if you enjoyed this video. Let me know your questions, your comments in the comment section. Subscribe to YouTube channel if you have not yet, on the best immigration news and updates here. And my name is Stanislav Shamayev. I'm a lawyer of the future. Your future begins here. Good luck.